Yeah. I found out my man was getting his cheeks clapped when I did this. Oh my god.
Okay, so I am ready to tell my story on how I found out that my ex-boyfriend, I don't know how to say it, he used to date guys or he was currently dating guys, he's on the DL. I don't know. I still don't know. I can't wrap my head around it, y'all. But anyway, all right. So I met my boyfriend at a bar that I was working at, and at the time he was a regular, and we were just friends. We have been platonic friends for a little while, and I'm gonna be honest. The first time I met him, I didn't think he was gay, but maybe like the second, third time, I don't know. It was something about him. It was just something about the way he carried it. So I'm like, he's a little fruity. You know what I'm saying? I hope I'm not offending nobody with my words because I talk a little wild, but I love people. Like, I love y'all. Like, if you know me, I do not judge nobody, okay? But he was a little fruity tooty. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I think he gay. So then he started talking about he had kids. He had 2 kids and 2 baby mamas and all that. So I'm like, okay, but ladies, we know nowadays that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. So, okay. So I'm thinking this dude gay, and I'm like, okay, I don't think I want to date. You know, like, he don't seem interested in me. And then on top of that, he was interested in, like, another friend of mine. Like, he wanted to date her, and I'm like, nigga, she's definitely not going for you. But we was friends at the time. I didn't take offense to it, nothing. So fast forward to when we finally start dating, because mind you, my brother used to always tell me like, oh, you need to try something new because you always dating the same type of hood niggas, drug dealers, all them. And he like, you need to try something new. So, you know, me being me, I'm like, okay, maybe I do, because I'm the type of gal, I'm not going to lie. If a dude doesn't exude a certain amount of masculine energy, I'll automatically think you're a little suspect because of things I've witnessed before. And this story is a pure example of why you need to trust your intuition, ladies. Okay, so I'm trying to hurry up. Okay, so I found out, I told him, like, once we started, like, dating and stuff, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't date you. I didn't want to deal with you at first because I thought you was gay. This man goes,
Hey, I like a girl who's honest. On God, like.
oh, I figured that. You figured that. That's all you got to say? And mind you, we were out at a bar and we were drinking, so it was a lot transparent that night, so I didn't have a chance to go back and revisit that statement. So I left off at, I told him like, oh, I thought you were gay, blah, 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 whatever. So he was like, oh yeah, I figured that. Now mind you, I never got a chance to revisit that because that was, we had like a long night that night. We were out with these people we had met at the bar. We was like parlaying with them, drinking and, you know, gallivanting around and whatnot. So I didn't have a chance to like revisit the question. But like maybe a couple days later, I realized like, damn, we was having a conversation about something and we never got a chance to finish. And I told myself, I said, Nia, you're not going to do this. You already overthink everything. You always overthink everything. Every time something good's good in your life, you start overthinking, thinking that like, oh, you know, it's something bad, blah, blah. So I was like, you know, you haven't seen no signs of nothing gay while y'all was together, so leave it alone. Okay,
so this is something I'm going to cut it real quick, guys. He has some mannerisms to him. He's effeminate, which, you know, there are effeminate straight men, but you ladies, y'all can tell, just like men can tell a man that's, you know, sweet or got some sugar in his tank or is potentially, you know, on the part of that community. But a lot of times, as I say before, women try to convince themselves of that. And she's like, I'm overthinking it when something good comes along. I didn't see no signs, but you see the signs and the behavior and he was like, I figured that. He's telling you all this stuff. Ladies will convince themselves of anything. The power of her mind to convince herself of a dude that may be this, or a dude that a Pookie is a king and all this other stuff is just amazing. And it's just funny just to hear these stories. But let's get into it. You know, you already knew that your friend wouldn't deal with him because he seems sweet, but you'll deal with him. And women know this stuff. Like the guys they dealing with, they know that stuff, man. They should be trying to act like, I'm so surprised, I didn't know. Okay.
I'm like, you know, just leave it alone. You overthinking, whatever. Just don't ask the question. I'm gonna be real. So yeah, so fast forward to a couple months later, I'm doing work on his computer. Now, if anybody has a MacBook, they know like how things pop up. It like popped up basically saying like, oh, you need to free some space, you don't have much storage, da 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 da. And I'm not sure if everybody MacBook does this, but it recommended like old files for me to get rid of because his computers, he's had it for years, so it was like recommended stuff to empty or whatever. So I called him, was like, hey, like I'm using your computer, but it said I need to like delete some old files or whatever because you don't have a lot of space and I need like space. He gave me the green light, so I was like, all right, cool. So I'm deleting stuff, but I don't want to just be deleting stuff and not like know what it is because even though it's old, it could be valuable. So I am opening up, the stuff, the attachments as I'm deleting. So I get to like some files, some picture files. And the first photo was a picture of like him and this old white guy. And the dude had his arm around him. It was very suspicious. I was like, what is this? Like, but it wasn't nothing alarming. So I didn't just be like flip. I was like, what is this? Like, who is this old white man on my young black king? Like, why he got his arm around here like that? You know what I'm saying? So then, I was like, okay, that's weird, but I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, so I'm not going to be, too mad or whatever. So I delete that photo. Now another photo comes up. It's a picture with a black dude with his arm around my man, as if my man was his girl. And my dude leaning in like, I said, what the hell is going on? Okay, so I saw the first video, and like I said, I saw the second video. In the second video, the second picture, the dude, real live, like this tall, dark, and handsome young man, had his arm around my dude as if my dude was his girl. Now, I'm not saying it made it any better if it was the other way around, but why my dude had to be the girl? Like he was, like when your dude finally posts you, and you're like, yeah, like he was literally looking like that. My heart sank. Still, it wasn't enough evidence for me to be like, okay, this man is gay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still felt like, okay, I can't really, confirm it with that. So, okay, so photos are popping up. So
She lying to herself. At that point, she found out and still lying to herself. Like, what is you doing?
then another photo pops up of the dude that had his arm around my ex. He was in like a gay club. He was around a bunch of like young, pretty Hispanic gay men. Now listen, I'm all for men being comfortable in their sexuality, but what straight man gonna be in a gay club with a bunch of gay men at a VIP table and they all like, he's standing in the middle like he was what's the guy? The Playboy guy. Like he was him. Like he was standing in the middle like he was him. So I was like, my dude's not in this photo, but
Boy, who definitely that big?
this is that same dude that had his arm around my nigga like he's his man. So I was like, okay, I'm still confused, but it was just a lot. It was the photos, but it was no videos, no like hard evidence. So then I get to a photo of my dude and the other dude. The other dude was laying down, and my dude, I could see his arm. He took a picture. They laying in the bed together, and he took like a little sneaky link picture of the dude with a pink furry hat on. Like that was,
Yeah.
Now for real, it's like, all right, what's going on? Because this is incriminating. You know what I'm saying? So this is incriminating. This is incriminating at this point. So at this point, I started getting real nervous. The last photo I saw that really did it for me, it was a screenshot. And to some people, they're like, oh, this is not that bad. It was a screenshot of like a gay dude on Instagram. And the dude was butterball naked. And he had Tim's on, a New York fitted with some tube socks. And he had a sock on his penis. And it said in a sock, good morning. And it was like all these hashtags. After that part, I said, I just do it. So I saw the picture of.
You just knew it. I mean, it confirmed your suspicions at the end of the day that you had all along. about this dude that you knew before you even dated him. You know, something was suspect about Buddy. You know, but you went through the pictures, which he didn't give you permission to do, but I guess he gave you permission to delete some stuff, and you found out that my man was going to Pound Town, and you know he with them, you know, freak nasty dudes with the Tims and all that stuff like that with the fitted and you know whatever. So you know what type of time he on. Got the sock on the glizzy. Sheesh. Well, he on some.
No, I got the sock on the glizzy. It's crazy, yo. I ain't gonna lie.
We set the scene.
Sound like he on some prison time. But yeah, let's get back to it though.
Fuck, right? And I'm literally losing my shit because I'm like, bro, no straight man is gonna have this on his computer. Like, nobody's gonna have that on his computer. So, I called my girl, you know what I'm saying? And mind you, at the time, he was out of town visiting his daughter. So, I called him and I was very calm. And for me to be as psychotic as I am, I really commend myself. I was very calm, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, babe, so I was deleting stuff off your computer. And, have you ever been with a man? Or have you ever dated men? I'm a very black and white type of gal. I don't know how to beat around the bush. So I was like, have you ever been with a man? Have you ever dated a man? What? And he was so calm when he answered me. He was like, nah, why you say that? Boy, what you talking about? Because if I was a man and a woman asked me that, particular my woman, I'd be like, what? I mean, I can't say how every man, people are different, they gonna respond in different ways, but I would be a little confused, shocked, like, what? Me? I'm a man, I'm a grown man, what you talking about? You know what I'm saying? He was like, no, why did you say that? Or no, why'd you ask that? Something like that. I said, well, I seen these photos in your computer and da-da-da-da, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't understand, I see these photos. He like, no. I said, well, who was the guy his arm around you in the photo? He said, oh, that's my friend, say Fred. He said, that's my friend Fred. I said, what, is Fred gay? Listen, y'all, this is when I really, in my heart, knew he gonna tell me, no, Fred not gay. He just had a baby. What? That's what I knew. That's what I knew. Because most DL men, that's their cover up. They think if they get a woman, they think if they married, they think if they have children, or if they do macho stuff and build houses and big bulk and stuff, then that means, oh, I'm not gay. You know what I'm saying? So right then and there, my whole world crumbled right under my feet. When I tell you I real life lost my stance and I fell and buckled to my knees, I was out of it. Because I said, what you mean? Fred's not gay. I said, Fred, gay men have babies all the time. That don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying?
So she got two other parts to this, which you guys can, you know, check her out on TikTok as well. But she just basically goes into the fact that Buddy just broke up with her and she bashed up his car and all this stuff like that. And, you know, he didn't admit to it. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, he might have been, he might have not been. You know, he might have just been into watching or, you know, into that type of stuff or watching that. But in my opinion, that means you are. You could be curious or whatever have you. But we all know, as she said, just because you got kids, you know what I'm saying, doesn't mean anything. You feel me? So anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think about this situation. Do you think that that's enough to indict this man? You know what I'm saying? Or was it just like he just had some stuff on his computer? You know what I'm saying? Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit me up on Linktree to book a one-on-one with yours truly. Purchase all my books, merch, t-shirts. Helps us support the channel. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Hell nah. That nigga was a football, money. Nigga was a football. He take dick in the booty. He fucked up in the head. This bitch knew that, and she still was going for it. So she tweaking too. And yeah, on my phone, we getting the 4 million. Like, comment, subscribe, and catch y'all on the next one. Huh?